Need to set up my chat for a little bit. All right, let's begin. So I need to remember the dream I had last night. I know I took particular care to think over it when I woke up. What was it? Thought I had double jump. Kimi to deki kanawanu yume o mita. それはたった一秒で超える永遠 I'm calling 君を守ってあげたくて伸ばした指も震えてるそのまま抱きしめた。Excuse me. 空にできることはただ生きているんだと力尽きるまでなすすべなく叫び続けるそれだけ君に届く僕が届く絶望な甘さ打ち砕いて走り出すんだ今すぐ I'm calling 遠く荒く僕の歌が君の方を空に向けられたら一人じゃないむき出しの本当がこんなからくりの心にも溢れ出すほど詰まっていたんだ消えてゆく昨日へどこまでも 明るい砂漠僕らは時を蹴り走るスプリンター Is it mask or face upon the creature? In Hallanest, a difficult thing it can be to decipher. A wonderful thing to have, a face. Not a thing with which we are all blessed. Does it know of the face that hides beneath? Such remarkable contrast a worm conceive. Kaze ni mukai Yabuleta hata o furi Kimi no inai Michi o boku wa boku no tame Yukunda Sekai Kimi ni aitai Kimi ga koisi Kimi ni aitai Kimi ga itoshi I'm calling 僕がここにいた証は今もきっと君の瞳の中 I'm calling 閉じる螺旋に逆らって泣いて叫んで消えてゆく僕らは I'm calling your name Esta vida That's a strange loop hit. Getting backed into a corner by those guys is not fun. Ah. Okay. Solti olai, amalice canti amasa estia. Esonti oldai, amarita canti mia distia. Aritia dista somelite estadia, adito videra filios mio. Solti ola, solti olai, amalice canti amasa estia. Estonti toldai, Emily. Hey, it's Quirrell. Hello, hello. What a thrill this is, to find such warm comfort amidst the den of beasts. This is a ferocious place, no doubt. Supposedly, it's a village deep in the Warren. Its inhabitants never accepted Halonest's king. Why not join me for a time? These waters do wonders for weary legs. Alright, let's go find Nosk. Alright. I don't recall if I've sung these next lyrics yet. They are inspired by some, well, not translations exactly, but interpretations of the Kadzielan in Credens Justitian. That a couple of other people had made, trying to treat the Kadzielan as if it were as if it were like etymologically related to some Romance languages. Right. Where is Nosk? Ah, my brother pointed out. location. Right. So here is quietly they sing. Quietly is in parentheses. Quietly they sing with a pleasing voice, and their song evokes a sigh. And I can hear it ring, and the chorus swells till it fills the open sky. And they sing of freedom, majestic and eternal, a soaring anthem as their hearts are shining. Darkness fading, quietly they sing to the day that dawns on a world asleep no more. Awakened from a dream, chasing stars, their hearts catch the light, and now they soar through open vistas and sunlight dappled meadows. They shine forth in splendor, and the world now singing joins them, bringing music ringing. Quietly they sing in the twilight, falling asleep to joy. Joy. All right, so I only got pointed to on the mini map, so I'll have to figure out where that was. Oh, there's a edge there. All right. Obvious false wall here is obvious. Misty. Let's check over here first. I think I unlock a way back through here later. Probably. How? My face. your dad. Soと開いたドアの向こうに壊れそうな世界はある。朝が来るのか夜になるのか迷いながら光はほころびて声が飛ぶまではもう少し遊ぼう。花のように回る時を繰り返し夢はこの部屋の中で優しい歌をずっと歌っていた。何が本当のことなの？一番強く信じられる世界を追いかけて君の銀の庭へ。道に迷ったあの子が今日も一番早く帰り着いた。正しさよりも明るい場所を見つけながら走ればいいんだね。幼い眠りを守りたい晩に大人になるも若く閉ざされて君は気づいていたかな？本当のことでいつも過去にしかない未来や希望はすべて誰かが描く遠い庭のわがままな物語。まだ誰も知らないひたむきな小鳥の声で歌う。子供は何を隠し何を壊し燃える時計に見つめく花の香りここにいるよ。静かに寄り添ってどこにも行かないで窓辺でさえずって何をなくしたって夢はその腕の中に優しい人の嘘も嘆きも閉じ込めていた。何か足りない心で光をまとい飛んで行こう想像の形をして終わらない始まりへ本当の終わりラララララララララララララララララ Father. Shizukani yorisotte, doko ni mo yukanai de, mado beta saizute, doko ni mo yukanai de. Maybe I need to shadow dash through him. Not fast enough. Sorry. Wait. Softly, a door opens, letting the light seep in just beyond. Beckoning, a fragile world is waking. What will the morning bring? What is night's offering? Nervous eye, hesitate, peeking for an answer through the gate. Let's play here until we are called forth to venture into a new world. Let us repeat our days just as the flowers bloom new again each spring. Wrong button. In this room, a lullaby was being sung to you and me as we were dreaming of the past and the things we cherish. What truth can we find hidden within this room? A secret voice recounts a story, whispering, chase that world in which you most believe. Run to where your silver garden sleeps. She was lost again, you know, wandering. But even so, every time, she's the one first to make it back home. Running in an open space, I will find a joyful place where I'll rest. Close my eyes, feel the sunshine warm upon my face. I'll watch over you and preserve your slumber from all that disturbs the door to maturity that leads out from this. I shall firmly close. Can it be that you begin to understand the truth you chase is just a figment of the past, a world that cannot last? Hopes you cherish and the you dream are wishful yearnings from a story sung to us about a silver garden far away. No one knows what tomorrow. Listen, a chorus of children is singing a morning in innocence. The orange lasted longer than I thought. Oh, bother. What secrets will you hide? What will you sacrifice as the time falls away? A rich flower scent sighs as to say, oh wait, I will wait for you here. Oh, 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 oh. Share with me this tender moment. Promise that you'll never leave me. Wist not for what we have lost. Hush your fears and still your breathing. Da, 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 da. While you dream, she hides away the grief and pain. The fragile beauty of that future. She preserves a precious pressed flower. Though our hearts are bruised and bear so many scars, my shining faith in you will never waver. So take my hand, we'll fly into the dawn, toward the beginning that soon draws near. Toward the ending, relinquish your fear. Da, 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 da. Ah, yeah, I bet. Nestled closely by the... I needed to double jump on that. Nestled closely by the window, singing softly in the stillness, in the warm and gentle sunlight, flowers blooming in the garden. Ah, keep forgetting to double jump. I bet. I think maybe the only thing I'm unhappy with her lyrics is excuse me, is the part of Shizuka ni yorisote Oka ni mo yukanai de marabere saezute. And then the first time it's Nani Nikushi Tate. And the second time it's Doko ni mo yukanai de again. And I didn't and or wasn't able to Alright, well that was helpful. Wasn't able to get the slash in before mispositioned. Before shadow dashing through him. Okay, that time I was. That time I tried, I just... Maybe I wasn't fast enough. Oh. Need to pay attention for when he's gonna stop as well. Was I didn't have... I accidentally jumped there when I went to hit him. When I went to up slash. Right, I couldn't be as faithful to the original lyrics there. There we go. Because I didn't find ones that copied most of the same lyric and also made sense in both places. So I changed that up. More pale ore. Oh, there it is. 3. I'm trying to remember where the spider charm is. I don't understand the purpose of that little hole. That was a long way. I have to look it up.いつか君が瞳に灯す愛の光が時を越えて滅び急ぐ世界の夢を確かに一つ壊すだろうたまらいを飲み干して君が望むものは何こんな欲深い憧れの行方に儚い明日はあるの子供の頃夢に見てた古の魔法のように闇さえ暗く力で微笑む君に会いたい怯えるこの手の中には倒られた花の雪思い出Hold on, is that how it goes? Water. Right. Okay. From the top.いつか君が瞳に灯す愛の光が時を越えて滅び急ぐ世界の夢を確かに一つ壊すだろうたまらいを飲み干して君が望むものは何こんな欲深い憧れの行方に儚い明日はあるの子供の頃夢に見てた古の魔法のように闇さえ砕く力で微笑む君に会いたい怯えるこの手の中には倒られた花の雪思いだけが頼るすべて光を呼び覚ます願いいつか君も誰かのために強い力を望むのだろう愛が胸を捉えた夜に未知の言葉が生まれてくる迷わずに行けるなら心が砕けていいよ いつも目の前の悲しみに立ち向かうための呪文が欲しい。Too far away. 君はまだ夢見る記憶、私は眠らない明日、二人が出会う奇跡を勝ち取るために進むは怯えるこの手の中には倒られた花の雪、思いだけが頼るすべて、光を呼び覚ます願い。Wait a minute. Did I sing that right? Maybe. 囚われた太陽の輝く不思議の国の本好きだった頃、愛はきっと叶うと教える時がなす時がなす教える時花信じた光と影の中、静かに咲き乱れていた家のも静かに咲き乱れていたいにしえの魔法、優しく世界を変える力がその手にあるとささやく終わらない夢を見よう。君と行くとの中で思いだけが生きる、思いだけが生きるすべて、命を作るのは願い。Weaver song. Okay. What's this? Did they just leave? Was that all? What's in here? For protection. Princess. I think that's all. Okay. Yeah, let's do that one. Stay Someday visions of love, the ones you wanted to shine, will burn through everyone's eyes. Wait till you're dead and gone. One thing stays in your mind, that hope of saving the world. As desperation unfurls, cursed from this point on. Swallow all your doubt, let your love cry out. I will stand beside you. Wait. I think I mixed up the lyrics between two versions there. Let's see. Someday visions of love, the ones you wanted to shine, will burn through everyone's eyes. Wait till you're dead and gone. One thing stays in your mind, that hope of saving the world. As desperation unfurls, cursed from this point on. Swallow all your doubt, let your love cry out. Silently I melt all my fears in fire. Through sorrow, what is it I yearn? Will this promise turn every selfish need into change for one last tomorrow? Wait, does one song have synergy with Carefree Melody? Night after night I would cry as I dreamed of you. Side by side we would fight like heroes do. And if we just believed we always won, maybe it seemed naive. But I was young even so, all our trials played like fairy tales, righting wrongs with a smile. You'd never fail, trusting all that I know, letting my courage grow. Someday they'll see darkness gives way to clarity. Okay, I guess I'll look at... I was looking at Carefree Melody there. I guess I'll look at Weaver's Song. I know it's got synergies with some charms, but I thought maybe since they're both song related. Yeah, stop. Okay, Grub Song. Right. Sprint Master. Let's use Carefree Melody, perhaps. Weaverlings. They're fun. Who cares if they're better or not? I mean, they're cute. Grand Pass, let's go. And there's a bench on the tram. That's convenient. Does it count as resting in that same spot even if I move? Let's see. That is even if the tram moves. Yes, yes it does. Bees. Just noticed how dirty my keyboard is. Okay. Let's see. The light of love, that though it may seem far away, will shine again in your eyes, transcend and rise above. But there's only one dream, and it's been ripped at the seam. This world will end in ruin, and I'll lose all I love. Swallow all your doubt. Or, actually, I think Amelie, she might have changed the lyric to stifle. Because she had one version, and then she had another version that had that was updated. Some of the lyrics to, I think, to be more natural or flowing in certain ways. In fact, Magia was the first song that I wrote English lyrics for. And it was because I had some dissatisfaction with existing English cover lyrics. Oh. And so, in general, I like the lyrics for Amelie's updated version of Magia than the original ones. I'll go over that later in this stream. Okay then. Right. One day the light of love, though it may seem far away, will shine again in your eyes, transcend and rise above. But there's only one dream, and it's been ripped at the seam. This world will end in ruin, and I'll lose all I love. Stifle all your doubt, make your lust cry out. I will help you swallow your hesitation. So trust me, 'cause you yearn with greed, though your heart may bleed. Will we fade away from this world with no hope to hold on to? I remember you from a dream I thought was truth. You bright with magic and I blinded by my youth. All I wish is for your hand to hold. You see, only your smile kills the dark in me. With these hands I try to hold what I cannot seize. I'm like a rose thrown into a violent breeze, all my strength blown away. With my heart I will stay, praying for light, guiding my wish with all my might. One day it will come true, that wish you have inside you, to save the one that you love. Is that a selfish act? It will capture your heart, this love born under the stars. You'll say words you've never heard. Just how would you react if I can go on and not lose my way? I will sacrifice my heart and let it fray to pieces. What I really need is a spell to cast, to stand up against all the pain and fear that will always last. You are still lost in a dream, watching the past skies, while I am the only dreamer who cannot rest. But I will open my eyes and chase the hope that I will be at your side, as if we're blessed with ardent tribe, light familiar. That I will be at your side. This platform looks half broken. Nope. Not that there'd be any reason for a floating platform like that to be breakable. Doesn't lead anywhere, doesn't. I guess that got the piece that would spawn out of him too. With these hands I've picked a rose and have stopped its life. Only now I understand it's not what's right. Deep inside I will give all my love just to live. I won't regret making this sinful wish of mine. The stories that I heard as a child kept me dreaming, where magic runs free and stars held captive remain always gleaming. The fairy tales I loved have taught me, no matter what hurdles there may be, your wish comes true. Was I a fool to trust in those lies? In the night, wild with fright, the old magic stirs. Oh, looks like those larger bees can break some of the platforms. Ow. Get back here. Alright. The stories that I heard as a child kept me dreaming, where magic runs free and stars held captive remain always gleaming. The fairy tales I loved have taught me, no matter what hurdles there may be, your wish comes true. Was I a fool to trust in those lies? In the night, wild with fright, the old magic stirs, blooming with grace. It will rise up to meet your face with these hands. You can change this whole world of yours. Everything that you wish for is in your grasp. All I want is to forever dream with you, to live a life where all of me is alive. Deep inside I will give... Wait. Oh, I mixed up the second verse and the third verse. I believe the second verse is... Deep inside I'm alive, for my love I'll survive. I won't regret making this sinful wish of mine. Though in the first iteration of the song it was... Though I regret using my own heart as a shield. Right. Well, I'm pretty sure that lyric that had been in the second verse was changed because it maybe wasn't ideal for the narrative of the song. Though I regret using my own heart as a sheath, then followed by in the third verse, I won't regret making this sinful wish of mine. Is there anything interesting up here? There's a place to drop down from? Hold on. Too early. Need to make sure both that my controller's responding when I do the jump and that's at the right location. Nice. I don't suppose any of those walls can be broken. Huh? Did more bees spawn there? Well, whatever. Okay, that's a lot of enemies. Oh, also... Huh? Might need to respawn those enemies. Also, there are another, at least 2 or 3 English cover lyrics out there. In general, I didn't like those ones as much, but I should probably think about looking at those too in if I'm looking to do some sort of comprehensive interpretation. Right, because when I think about songs or the interpretation of songs, it's, well, you've got interpretation of the song itself, but then you also have you've got varying interpretations of one set of lyrics. And then you've also got when you're translating a song or any thing from one language to another, or when you're writing cover lyrics in a different language, you're doing interpretation, and it's maybe let my spiders take care of the bees. Hard though, because the bees are flying. Oh, I did go the wrong way after all. Right. Those breakable hexagons are kind of satisfying. It makes that nice, that glass breaking sound. Oh, it looks like you can pogo off them too. Or maybe not. Well, anyways. Right. Like half or more of the damage is at the base, or at the landing point. That's where I'm descending dark. I wonder if you can actually juggle that guy, or that was just because he died on that hit. That'd be pretty funny to knock the end. Knock the enemy into the air and then keep from getting hit that way. But maybe I shouldn't be so distracted. Right. So you're interpreting whenever you're translating or writing cover lyrics, and yeah, but can he fit through there? No. But because the interpretation in that case also involves rewriting it, then you end up looking at something that can't really... Oh, I'm fully healed. Okay. That can't really preserve the entire meaning. And so you can end up, in some cases, with sort of contradictory interpretations. But I think that's fine. In a certain sense. Let me see if I can formulate it. Oh, I should have shadowed that, probably. But it would have been better to just... make sure I didn't get into that corridor, I suppose. Now where's that big one? Boy, that was entirely the wrong spell. Okay. Well, okay, I think it's like this. When you interpret some lyrics, say, you interpret it at multiple levels. You sort of, or when you're interpreting any text, really. You interpret at the word level, what does this word mean individually? or what are the however many meanings of this word, right? Because words will have different meanings in different contexts. So you can interpret at the word level and look at all the meanings that are sort of allowed that word. And then you interpret at a phrase or sentence level and at paragraph level, and or I guess for songs it would be stanza, you would call it stanza level, or verse, and then the whole song or text, and so you sort of add more and more context overall. And so there are certain meanings of smaller chunks that one can rule out because of context. But I wouldn't say that that has no effect upon the interpretation of the song, because, how to say? Because a lot of the time when we use one word over another, we'll use it because it has slightly different connotations, even if well, let's see, there's this, but this wasn't quite what I was getting at. It's even if they have more or less the same meaning, they might have different connotations in context. Although, of course, we'll also use different words to fit lyrics better, or fit the tune or the syllable count better. Let's see. But that wasn't explaining quite what I was getting at. Maybe it's something like, even if the meaning, one particular meaning of a word is ruled out by context, maybe it still hints at those meanings in a lesser way. How to say? Well, actually, okay, let's start with this. Suppose you have a text and you think it means this one thing or the other, A or B, that are mutually exclusive, but that text or lyrics within the song or text. I'm checking if there was something to the right of me. Oh. Alright, let's... Right. Got my shadow. Let's leave for now. Shortcut. That might be all there is here. Okay. But even if we say we think the correct interpretation is A and rule B out in general, we still have to those guys hit hard. That didn't hit. Now I can use Abyss Shriek. Right, well, even if we've ruled interpretation B out, we still have to take into account one particular word that can be interpreted either in line with A or B. We still have to wasn't fast enough to heal there. Also, did I? No, I've still got Shaman Stone. I took away Carefree Melody. That's right. What if I used Sharp Shadow and let's say Spell Twister instead of Long Nail? Oh, okay. Right, so say a word's meaning, we can interpret it at the word level in a way that's aligned with interpretation A or aligned with interpretation B, but maybe it's something like the interpretation of the word isn't strictly necessary to A or B as an overall interpretation. Maybe it's a sort of cumulative thing. Where you think, in general, the piece is saying A or B. But it's possible for it to mean either A or B before the analysis. Because because interpretation is not a deductive thing. Let's see. Oh, I think I got it. Okay. So oh. I'm like, stop being so far away all the time. I just took out long nail. I mean, mark of pride, rather. Right. Okay, so something like this. When one is writing cover lyrics for a song, one can't hold to the exact meaning, and even in just regular translation of text. Well, text or speech, I suppose. One has to sacrifice some of the meaning or rather sacrifice that specific meaning to change for a different meaning, not necessarily just losing it outright. Although one can either gain or lose some amount of meaning generally, but that's, well, nice. Didn't sharp shadow fast enough. Now, that's a lot of range. 2 tries ain't bad. There's a pit here, but no enemies fight me in it. Unless they are now. No? That's some rather boring parkour then. My knight, at last you are freed. Small thing, I know you're kind. If you attempt to resolve your past, then know I am not the queen you seek. It is the pale beings that bear blame for your nature. Though this hive exists within Hallownest, we play no part in its attempt at perpetuation. To rail against nature is folly. All things must accept an end. Okay. So suppose... Okay. When translating and deciding to use either word A or word B that have kind of different meanings. Even if one rules out some specific meaning B by choosing A, and suppose that the meaning of this word seriously affects the meaning of the whole song, such that other interpretation of the song that is in line with either A or B, the full interpretation is changed. One still ought to account for the way the song would look with interpretation A or interpretation B, because how to say, because both interpretations may also share a third factor, C, in the interpretation of the song that maybe in the original language, maybe the word had connotations of A, B, and C in the text or in the piece. Oops, wrong button. And then A and B in the translation, maybe or neither of them share a connotation C, or maybe only one does. But if you choose A or B such that they do not automatically have connotation C, but that isn't ruled out like A and B are to each other, then you still want to include that insofar as you're trying to be faithful to the meaning of the insofar as you're trying to be faithful to the original meaning of the piece. And so when I interpret songs, even when I'm not modifying it or writing cover lyrics or what have you, I still like look at meanings that might be ruled out and make sort of what I might call an aggregate interpretation. So like if you've got all these parallel threads that are sort of large-scale interpretations of the piece, and you've got, let's say for example 2 or 3 of those exist such that one can modify maybe small bits of meaning but keep the same overall narrative or thesis. But then each of those has a split into lots of little smaller branches that don't run the whole length of the piece, let's say. But that are sort of in parallel, right, such that if one looks at the different ways of interpreting the song in detail, it gets rather complicated, but that the overall structure of one major interpretation looks somewhat like a line. Then I think that even contradictory interpretations, examining them can add to the overall understanding of the piece or the text. No, let's put on Mark of Pride and Long Nail and Pogo over there. Because I know I remember there being something over there. Ah. Yeah. Okay. It's not something especially interesting over there, but at least I'm not wondering now. Okay. Sure, that's fine. Okay. Oh, okay. Right, well anyways, stuff like that is, well, I guess I'll talk to this guy. Oh, you've returned. I see you have some pale ore. A rare, fine metal, that. Give me the ore and some geo for my efforts, and I'll reforge your nail to make it stronger. As you wish. I'll get to work then. Here we are. The reforging is complete. I have modified the nail to spiral form. A very tricky task it was. You'll find it stronger than ever before. Off you go now. Cut your way forward. Spiral, huh? I wonder why spiral should be stronger. Oh, oops, that's the wrong button. Okay. I think I hit down one too many times. Right, so something like that would have to do why I'm interested in looking at not only all the various English cover versions, but also, of course, the original, I wouldn't say original translation because, again, there are still different ways to translate it, but a translation that's has an easier time sticking to the meaning in the original language than cover lyrics do, because cover lyrics have other constraints that they have to follow. Right. So, oh yeah. So when I wrote my cover lyrics for Magia, well, I guess I should probably sing those at some point here. So I'll go ahead and sing those now. When you reach for your dream, love flares again in your eyes. One day the world to ignite gleamed in eternity, but the image is dim. Your precious dream slips away, as in a blur you awake, doubting all you believe. Do not be afraid, I won't let you fade. All I ever want is to see tomorrow with you. Swallow all your doubt, let your love cry out. I will stand beside you, my friend, and walk with you to the end. Little pause while I read this. Promised plenty, souls to serve, soul twisted. I can't just start from there again. I guess I'll start from the top again and try not to interrupt myself, I suppose. When you reach for your dream, love flares again in your eyes. One day the world to ignite gleamed in eternity, but the image is dim. Your precious dream slips away, as in a blur you awake, doubting all you believe. Do not be afraid, I won't let you fade. All I ever want is to see tomorrow with you. Swallow all your doubt, let your love cry out. I will stand beside you, my friend, and walk with you to the end. Harness the power that was ancient when I was young. Defy in a blaze that outshines the sun. Stories of magic that I believed were true. Every fall corrodes my faith in you. Flower of hope bloom before I fall to despair. Tenderly held in my hand, it withers there. With my strength I will fight, search for you in the night, light up the dark, a wish that I make with all my heart. heart. As the night closes in, your heart will burnish the light born from an unspoken prayer, shining with all your love, wishing for someone's sake. Seize the power that bloomed through dreams of luminous flame, radiant from above. Can I walk this path without shying back? Even if my heart, even if my courage is shattered, let me find a spell to illuminate, strength to face the sorrow I see, and save me before I break. While you still dream of the past in a reverie, I cannot rest till tomorrow has passed me by. If I can only achieve a miracle, I will go where forever by your side. Petals that fell formed a blade in my outstretched hand. Trembling with fear, now it's my time to take a stand. To all my feelings new, only your light was true. This as my guide, my wish was born from deep inside. I always loved the books I read of lands so far away, where suns illuminating that world are forever compelled to stay. I truly believed every story that sang to me. If wishes were made, they all came true, as shadows blended into the light. Called from the twilight of tranquil eternities, rose verdant magic, and whispered its name to me. Surely concealed in your hands the power lies that will ignite soul and sky to change the world. You I have found now at last within my reach. Stay with me so we can live this endless dream. Pray that we'll never fall, and with my love stand tall. All that will give life to my feelings is this wish. Right, so when I was writing the cover, my English cover lyrics for Magia, I looked at two different base translations. As well as the other two versions I sang earlier. And well, I'll want to pull up the translations. I thought I was in the center enough. I suppose not. And I think a sensible order to go in would be to look at the direct translations in relation to my cover lyrics first, and then the other two English cover lyrics. What am I doing? Bad decision making. That's what I'm doing. And so I'll need to pull those up after this fight, and then I'll see. Well, I'll have to split my focus again, but. Oh, and then another thing I can do is also go over the various iterations I went through when writing the song lyrics, because I changed what the lyrics were quite a lot, or settling on a final, well, the version that I have now, which I suppose is final. I should have dashed past it. Let's go. Didn't have my shadow dash ready. I know it's really hard to heal during the second phase. Ah. I suppose I could have used more spells. Whatever. In my dreams, I could see it. The kingdom's salvation, the cure for the plague. The answer was in the soul that animates our bodies. But the king, why? He opposed everything I did. His jealousy, his madness. By standing against me, he robbed me of my immortality. Now the king and his kingdom are dead, but I will live forever. Not really, though. Was there a shortcut back out? Maybe there wasn't. Ah. Right, I was pulling up those translations. One I looked at was on cantaperme.net, which is a Yuki Kajiura fan site. And then the other one was on, I believe it was the Madoka Magica wiki. All right. So this is the one on cantaperme.net. Someday, the light of love that you set aflame in your eyes will transcend time and surely destroy one... Okay, there was it. And surely destroy one dream of this world that hurries to its ruin. Oh, actually, I suppose what I'll do is compare this translation to the 3 sets of English cover lyrics, actually. That might make more sense. Right. Someday the light of love that you set aflame in your eyes will transcend time. Let's look at that section. I confused myself on my location. Ah. Right, okay. The one for that other TV size version. Someday visions of love, the ones you wanted to shine, will burn through everyone's eyes. What was the other part? Someday visions of love, the ones you wanted to shine, will burn through everyone's eyes. Sing it. Someday visions of love, the ones you wanted to shine, will burn through everyone's eyes. Wait. Bother. I'm having trouble remembering. Well, let's go to Queen's Gardens, I suppose. Let's just go to the nearest stag station right now. Ah, that's it. Wait till you're dead and gone. Okay. Someday visions of love, the ones you wanted to shine, will burn through everyone's eyes. Wait till you're dead and gone. One thing stays in your mind, that hope of saving the world as desperation unfurls. Cursed from... Right, but I was doing only that section at a time. Oh yeah, also getting the Fog Canyon map. Someday visions of love, the ones you wanted to shine, will burn through everyone's eyes. Wait till you're dead and gone. Compared to this translation, someday the light of love that you set aflame in your eyes will transcend time. Yeah, now that's rather different. Will burn through everyone's eyes. Well, maybe I'll go into interpreting, or perhaps a more detailed interpretation of that, the changes in that line later, though. I guess right now I'll say that change in lyrics, well, that changes the meaning of the lyrics, and I'm not sure that I liked that. Someday the light of love that you set aflame in your eyes will transcend time. One day visions of love, though it may seem far away, will shine again in your eyes, transcend and rise above. Though it may seem far away. Okay. Oh, that was... I probably should have taken Weaver Song off for this part, but it's fine. Although, I bet with Sharp Shadow, shadow dashing through them might work. Ah! Oh, it launches it. Okay. Right. Okay, okay. Can I shadow dash through those as well? Looks like my spiders won't go after me. I can. Nice. Ah. But it didn't hit anything. One day the light of love, though it may seem far away, will shine again in your eyes, transcend and rise above. Right, so Amelie's lyric there, that one matches pretty well. Wait, I'm further away from the sound of Cornifor. And also I'm moving around like a headless chicken. Let's see. And then my cover lyrics. When you reach for your dream, love flares again in your eyes, one day the world to ignite. Okay, so yeah, my cover lyrics also set a difference here. And maybe I'm not entirely happy with that, though. Where's Cornifer? I don't know if I said, but the little lightning that's there would probably be with the jellyfish and with the butterflies or whatever those are, would likely be a manifestation of first magic, whereas these guys, did I not have a Shadow Dash? Those things would likely be a manifestation of second magic. Oh, I got hit on the tail end of that. Curious. Also, there's a dude here. Drained. Maybe I got through that other time because I shadow dashed past the explosion? Ah, here he is. Oh, as odd as much of Hallownest can be, there's a whole new level of strangeness about these caves. Did you see that dark gate below? It's quite unsettling to be near. I did my best to avoid it. Fortunate for me, I found another route in, though I did end up a little singed after wading through some acid. Yes. Log Canyon map. Wired. Let's see. When you reach for your dream, love flares again in your eyes. One day the world to ignite. Oh, what was the part in parentheses? When you reach for your dream, love flares again in your eyes. One day the world to ignite. Oh my gosh, am I gonna have to look at my own lyrics that I wrote and that I've been singing, or that I just sang earlier? When you reach for your dream, love flares again in your eyes. One day the world to ignite, gleamed in eternity. Right, so I'm not sure I would say that I'm ever phone was blocking that part of the screen. Okay. I'm not sure that I'm ever 100% happy. Okay, looks like it's just these heights. Not that attributing gender to plant monsters makes much sense. But that's irrelevant. Okay, yeah, I need to move my phone. Okay, I definitely either got somewhat lost there, or maybe this way I have to open from a different side. Right. That was the shortcut. It's pretty easy to be distracted when playing a game and trying to talk at the same time. It's a skill I'll have to keep developing. I guess the Weaverlings can get it too. No, that's just an idol. Or whatever they're called. Right. I was saying, I don't think I'd say that I'm ever 100% happy when a meaning of a song has changed. But it is unavoidable, and in this case there is something I'm going for, and I'll have to see whether I'll be able to describe that later. Someday the light of love that you set aflame in your eyes will transcend time and surely destroy one dream of this world that hurries to its ruin. Someday visions of love, the ones you wanted to shine, will burn through everyone's eyes. Wait till you're dead and gone. Stays in your mind, that hope of saving the world, as desperation unfolds. Curse it from this point on. So guess this way is accessible earlier. Ah. Probably should have crystal dashed here. But I wasn't sure. What? Well, there are a few bumps, but that's all. I think you can pogo on those thorns. Oh, is it just the one bump after all? Right. Someday visions of love, the ones who wanted to shine, will burn those eyes. Wait till you're dead and gone. One thing stays in your mind, that hope of saving the world, as desperation unfurls, cursed from this point on. So... I think this is what I'm looking for. Or one of the things I'm looking for, certainly. Ah! Paint Master. A visitor. Why have you crept in here, little grub? Perhaps, like me, you have a taste for discovering new things? I am Shale, and in a previous life I was a nail master. Yes, the only thing that drove me was becoming stronger and honing my skills with a nail. I imagined it was my one calling in life, but that feeling faded over time. Now I seek a new calling, something that speaks to my soul and compels me forward. That's why I spend my time here, secluded, trying to master the art of creation. Painting, sculpting, these things bring a different kind of pleasure. You don't seem very moved by what I've said. Was it Sheo the Nail Master you were looking for? Did you come to learn a nail art? I'll teach you if you insist. Great slash. So, my work, does it move you? The wielding of a nail, the wielding of a brush, these things are not so different. We cut into the world so that we can peer deeper inside. For now, though, I have nothing more to teach you. Your path forwards, only you can see it. Good luck. Huh. Do I have to actually be looking up or down to do Great Slash? That's rather... That was bad. Oh, but there was a shortcut. That's right. Oh, that was not the Little Ridge. It's basically at the end. All right then. So maybe I need to go through the Fog Canyon entrance. Oh. From moss and leaf our life is drawn. While it grows upon the path, we shall never wilt. Oh, I also need to make sure the chat window is open somewhere so I can look in case someone stops by. Right. Someday visions of love, the ones you wanted to shine, will burn through everyone's eyes. Wait till you're dead and gone. One thing stays in your mind, that hope of saving the world, as desperation unfurled. Curse it from this point on. Well, the second part is closer, maybe if not in literal meaning, then in sort of theme, like thematic meaning, or how to say. Oh, I forgot to take my weaving rings off again. Whatever. What's up here? Forget. Oh, overgrown mound. You know, I may be... Well, it's possible that I'm too distracted to do song interpretation while I'm streaming, or while I'm gaming, rather. There we go. There. It's good. Also, where's Cornifer? For a second, some of those dots on the black, I guess, wall foreground looked like eyes. I was like, what's looking at me? Right, so maybe things like song interpretation will have to be dedicated streams somewhere. I don't know if I'm happy with that, but maybe it'll work. But also, it's I do want to okay, fine. I do want to be able to talk while streaming, and then as far as commentary goes, it's well, maybe I'd say that trying to be fancy there, but didn't quite work. Right. I don't know that I'm, well, at this stage certainly, good enough with direct commentary. And okay, so that's probably not all I want to talk about. Keep doing that. It's because I have sharp shadow. Oh, this is above deepness. Right. Need to double jump there. Wait. Spikes went higher than I thought. Wait, was there... Oh yeah, the bench was over here. Okay. Stag station. That guy's got a little bit of range, but... Good spooters. I think I picked up the term spooter from my brother. Right. Oh. Yeah, and as much as I like singing, which I really like singing, I don't... Well, it's not like I know and recall continuously enough songs for hours and hours every stream to sing. So So that's why I'm maybe not all that happy with it. That and so what I need to consider is can I here we go. Let's go. Okay. I see. And I still don't have a map. I didn't pass by Cornfur's little thing that he leaves, did I? Ah. Wait a minute, was there something this way? There was a grub. Right, so the things I need to consider are can I was the stag station past these things? Yeah, those guys are rather annoying. But I suppose ultimately they're not too bad. Right, I was saying I need to consider whether well, maybe I'll put it in these terms, whether I can be entertaining with talking about song interpretation, that's rather halting to a degree. And then also, of course, whether I can become either skilled or prepared enough to talk about it without being completely distracted all the time. The other is how much stuff, what content can I find to talk about? Just duck under it. Those scenes can be pretty funny in movies sometime. Someone's gonna get hit, but they don't, not because they intentionally dodged, but just because they bent down to pick something up or some such. I still don't know where the map or the stag station is. Okay. Oh yeah, there's this guy. Oh, the Queen! The Queen is coming! I've been waiting so long, and now she's almost here. I feel like I'm about to burst. I've kept it safe, this sacred garden. I've kept it safe for all this time, and soon the Queen will return and teach me to fly. Shall we wait together, stranger? Shall we play together? Not just yet, because I think I just remembered there's a bench and possibly the stag station over here somewhere. Yeah. Little one, I've found it. The stag nest where I was born and raised. I've yet to go there again. My duty binds me to travel only where I am called. But if you wish to see it yourself, I could take you there. None may remain to welcome us, but the nest is still a sight to behold. Give me the word, and we will go there at once. Yeah, stag nest. Being back in my old home, I feel the weight of my long life bearing down on me. I carry it proudly, though, wherever I travel. The memories of my family and my kind come with me. Oh, what happens if I dream nail that guy? I tire so easily now, and my old legs seem to ache more and more. Still, I'm lucky to grow old at all. So many others haven't. Oh yeah, another thing. Hey. A vessel. Another thing is... I should be able to get my setup moved soon to a quieter place so there isn't background noise and people talking and such. Though also, I wonder if including other people, but in controlled circumstances rather than just background, would be interesting. What's that called? An off collab or offline? An empty eggshell. And what's over here? Howling Cliff. Stay with Marmo. No. What do you think of my old home, little one? It was full of life once, stags coming and going, swapping stories of the places they'd been and the passengers they'd met. For a long time now, I've considered myself the only one remaining, the last stag. But being in the nest again, there's something in the air, a smell or a warmth or a presence perhaps? Could it be other stags have made their way out into the wider world? Yes, I will hold on to that hope. My kin, still alive out there, journeying beyond these lands. But for me, I could never abandon the stagways, not as long as passengers still need them. I can tell you still have important work to do. I will be your companion as long as my old body still serves. Let's enjoy the old stagways of this kingdom together a little longer. I wonder if that'll come up in Silk Song. Map updated. Right, I still don't have a map of this area. I was gonna maybe take off Sharp Shadow because traversing the area is somewhat easier without it. Wait a minute. But I like using Sharp Shadow against Trader Lords, so. Wow. My brother just pointed out that lever to me. Can't believe I missed it. Okay. I think maybe I check this other way first. I actually didn't even intend to shadow dash into that one, but I guess it worked out. I think I'm struggling with my controls a little bit. Oh, right. The corpse still shoots out spines. There's this. Yeah, that's too close. Top one's there. Want to get rid of that guy. He's only slightly in the way, but so look at that later. Green. All right, there's that. Can those spiders get souls from those guys? They can. Neato. Oh, and now it's dead. Huh. So we can actually hurt them too. Interesting. Can I hurt them? I can. Greenkin lost. Paths overgrown. Dream forgotten. Alright, back here. Yes. Rubs. Oh, I could have poked off that. Am I actually going to have trouble getting back down? That'd be pretty fun. But only a momentary setback's the wrong word. Diversion? That might be the wrong word too. Anything up there? Looks like a shortcut back. And just walk into him. That dash was faster than I thought. Let's go. Oh, I mistimed it. Also, does this guy ever pause? Is there ever a stagger? Alright, let's see if we can figure out where I need to go. Let's try to get more soul than we lose. Oh yeah, and I was gonna fight Marmo. I do like to use quick focus sometimes. It's amusing. People be like, although actually against Marmo, maybe not. People be like, there's no time to heal in some fight, like Sisters of Battle say. And I'm like, haha, quick focus plus shape of ungo burr. Well, against Marmo, that's, maybe I can shriek him to death. We'll see. Maybe not. He's too much of a basketball. Yeah. Ah, okay. It's fine. I wonder if heavy blow would make sense, specifically against Marmo. Well, and also, like, white defender, maybe. Hey, where's my shade? Huh. Over here, huh? That's a little odd. Maybe not. And then also maybe in this case, what? Carefully. Why not? Why not? Oh, now it's over here. Oh, my lifeblood hearts. That's not ideal. Oh, stranger, you're strong, much stronger than me. I've been waiting a long time, stranger. I've been fighting a long time, stranger. I'm very, very tired. The queen will be here soon, and I just need to sleep a little. Wake me when the queen arrives, stranger. Perhaps the queen will teach us both to fly, stranger. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Ah, very sentimental, yes. That's not what I... Yeah, sure. Fine. It's fine. Just have to get good is all. Maybe spam Shade Soul after the charges past me. Yeah. Got it. Oh, yeah. Ah. That's no good. Oh. That's no good. When's his orange? All right then. Is there anything over here? Oh, this looks nice. Well, other than all those dead things. Protect. Tide protect, it seems. Oh, one arrives. Far it walks to find me. Did it seek my aid? Or did the path carry it by chance to so pertinent a place? It is true that you were awaited. No, perhaps that is inaccurate. True, one like you was awaited. I have a gift held long for one of your kind, half of a whole. When united, great power is granted, and on the path ahead, great power it will need. White fragment. It faced the gendered child. She's a fierce foe, strong in mind and body, striking reflection of her mother. The two were permitted little time together. I never begrudged the Wyrm's dalliance as bargain. In fact, I feel some affection for the creature birth. If your paths were ever to align, I imagine you might gain yourself a powerful ally. Within my roots, the weakening of the vessel plainly feel. Only two obvious outcomes there are from such a thing. The first is inevitable on current course, regression, all minds relinquished to that pernicious plague. The second I find preferable, and will seek your aid in its occurrence, replacement. I implore you, usurp the vessel. Its supposed strength was ill-judged. It was tarnished by an idea instilled. But you are free of such blemishes. You could contain that thing inside. I'll offer fair warning. The vessel may itself be weak, but it is much empowered by that force within. To claim its role requires strength of some magnitude. Prepare yourself well before attempting the task. Prepare well, but don't dally. Were the vessel to break prematurely, that plague would unleash with rage and power built of ages chained. All right, well, this seems like a good place to end the stream. Farewell.